Good evening, sir. How are you this beautiful Friday evening for me, morning for you? Don't really know what to do tonight. Just not sure about doing any. Even though I'm doing so brilliantly in daily race, I just find it boring doing the same fucking race over and over again. So just I do this. This is much more fun. Not happy today. What's wrong with Philly today? What's up, Phil? Why is Phil not happy? I can't have an upset Phil. So tell Uncle Ian what's up. Take that. I don't even. Sounds like some bloody rap or some crap. Well, that sucks. But think of the money. Think of the money, Phil. Think of the money. That does suck, though. Even when I drive my limos, I hate it when I have to do a concert pickup. Actually, even sports games pickups, because it's just... Oh, I can't stand all the... I don't like people, so... When you've got a big queue of people, and concerts have certain type of people, don't they? So, very different to a soccer match. Thousands of screaming women. Wow, I didn't know you could handle that many women in one go, Phil. Should I be impressed? Thousands of screaming women. Is that what you're complaining about then? Or are we talking about jailbait women? Are we talking jailbait, are we? I shouldn't be that age. Oh fuck! I mean, sucks to be Phil. There must be some. There'll be some that will be doing, wouldn't there? I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back to the 605. Turn that generator off. Now really, is there a trailer store somewhere nearby? Because I really could do with another trailer so I don't have to, so I can carry all the 4 walls. Trailer store over, I should have grabbed the trailer while we're over there. I suppose it's still worth getting the trailer. I've got nothing else over this way that I could bring the trailer over with, have I? Yeah. I'll go and pick up the trailer, then I'll go and pick up those rolls. We gotta make it, we gotta make it! Oh! Think of the experience, Phil, huh? And remember that advice I said for those selected searches? You know, just make sure you choose the good-looking ones and make sure that you have to give them a thorough inspection. Remember? You do remember our discussion about the thorough probing. You know, some of those women just need a proper probing. Okay. I've actually never even heard of what. Take That. Is that a band or something? Never heard of them, to be honest. I suppose the worst thing is that you can't go and invest in a set of noise cancelling headsets, can you? Because you need to be able to hear if there's anything that goes wrong. Men band. If I probably saw a photo or saw one of their songs, I probably recognise who they are. Half the time I hear about all these musicians' names or even actors' names, I wouldn't have a fucking clue who they are. If I see a photo of them or hear their music, I go, oh, that's who they are. Okay. If it was a concert that you like the music, it wouldn't be too bad, I guess, but yeah. You're just going to have to channel your inner boy band, Phil. Channel that inner boy band, boy. You'll survive, man. You will survive. The thing about this one, it could be worse. It could have been a it could have been a was it Backstreet Boys concert. Yeah, and you can't wear the noise cancelling headsets, can you? Because you need to be able to hear all the shit in case something goes wrong. Talk about bad timing, mate. This is when you should have been. This is when you should have had your man flu, mate. You got the man flu at the wrong time. Should have got your man flu just before this concert, so you just can't. Sorry, mate, can't go. Man flu. Just gonna have to get someone else. Your timing sucks. See, you need to do what us Aussies do. It's called the Great Aussie Day Off. It's just, you know, we just pretend we're sick on a Friday, especially if it's a Friday or a Monday. You know, we just, it's the Great Aussie Sickie, we call them. Great Aussie Sickie. You're looking a bit pale, Phil, you know. I reckon you shouldn't go to... I don't think you're over this man flu yet, bro. I think it's best that you need to stay home for another week at least. See, Aussies, we just don't give a shit. Now, if we want the day off, we just do the Great Aussie Sickie. It's the way we do things. You should start a new trend in England, and you can just call it the Aussie Sickie. The Aussie flu, okay? You got a case of the Aussie flu. You know, if it's as bad as what you're saying it is, mate, you really seriously need to take that sickie. For your own sanity. It's not really a sickie, it's just, you know, mental sickness is just as important. One's mental health is just as important, you know, as, you know, your health. So, for your own personal health, you just had to let them know, so due to my own personal health, I can't go to the I won't be available for the concert. Now I think we need to take these rolls. I fucking hate it when I press the wrong button. Where are we here? We need to go to the harvest court, that's right. Okay. It's really important, I need this chicken coop, okay? So... But I feel for you, bro. I mean, that is awful news, you know. Nothing worse than a boy band concert. I've never actually been to a concert, as in going to it, paying for it. I've seen seen Pink perform, I think once on. There's limousine drivers that let us in, so I remember going in, and there she is singing live, hanging upside down. I mean, I'm sorry, but that Pink, not really my kind of music, but man, she can perform. I tell you, there's no fucking lip sync, no lip syncing with her. And the only kind of concert I've seen is probably about 3 songs when Aerosmith played. I had to drive the drummer in the stretch for Aerosmith. That was fun. I still remember that job. That was fun. We had to park 3 stretch limousines in the park. I'm not sure if you call it, whatever you call the parking area for higher end jets. So we had to get special passes, drive out onto the runway, park up. They got these. And then waited while the Learjets carrying Aerosmith came in, drive them off to the concert, and then drive them back. So yeah, that was the other concert. I saw a bit of Aerosmith singing. Steve Tyler was really nice. The bloody drummer was a fucking rude prick. And you go and open the door. He walks out of the plane, walks over to the stretch, open the door for him to say, "Welcome to Brisbane." I didn't even get, "Yeah, mate, whatever." Yeah, whatever. Nothing. I would have preferred you to said, "Yeah, mate, whatever." Fucking yeah, okay. Yeah, cool, mate. Thanks for driving. No. All I got out of him was just a grunt. I'm thinking, how you fucking rude prick. Steve Tyler, on the other hand, he came over and talked to us all, had a good chat with us, talked about stretches. It was just really quite friendly, actually. I can see why he's the lead singer. Then backstage, no, I can see why they say those guys do not get on well, because we drove them in, so we're actually allowed backstage and all that shit where people pay money to go to. We were back there and no, the three of them, they could have all gone on the same fucking stretch, but no. It was probably bad enough they had to go the same fucking Learjet. But no, they were in 3 different stretches, just, ugh. But the worst people that drive around are rappers. American rappers, they seem to think that they're fucking bee's knees, they're better than everyone else. I had the worst one I had was just after Christmas. I think it was New Year's Day. This fucking feral American rapper. I honestly had never heard of him, but I saw some of his. I of course always look up who I'm driving. This guy his name was Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator, some fucking shit like this. And it would have to be the weirdest I wouldn't even call that music. I would say a guy in tights, high on drugs, talking shit. I wouldn't even call that performing. I'll call it just drug user. I don't know, he's the reason why I quit that company, actually. That company that I used to drive for is now gone belly up. What if I can go through? Usually when I go here, I drive up to the left, but I'm wondering if this truck can cope. I'm going to give it a go. Let's just see if I can just go straight. Normally I go around. But let's see if this thing, I can just go straight through here. Yeah, Tyler the Creator, his name was. And man, he was just feral. They just think they're better than everyone else. Had to drive him around, and he wanted me to stop places where I'm not allowed to stop. And he goes, "Oh, the stop here will be an hour to stay here." And I go, "I can't. I'm not allowed to park here." "Oh, it's fine, mate. You just have to wait here. We'll be back." I said, "No, I can't. Here's my number. When you're ready to be picked up, call me and I'll pick you up." And so we've got very strict road rules, and I feel like saying to him, "Mate, yeah, I'll park here, but I want you to deposit $1 million into my account for loss of income because I may lose my license." Well, believe me, this guy's rapping. If you just Google Tyler the Creator, you will puke. Believe me, this guy's music is so bad that you'd much prefer to be at that. This is what if you have to go and do that concert. Yeah, this is my therapy for you, okay, mate? Google Tyler Creator. Just watch one of his songs, and you will happily work at that concert. You would much prefer to work at that concert than have to ever watch a Tyler the Creator song ever. Fuck, how do we get over here? that bridge, I haven't done that task yet, so I'll go this way. I think I can cross over here anyway. Make our way down there. Yeah. Actually, I think we can go along the side here. What do you reckon? I reckon I can risk with this truck. I reckon I can. It looks like I can drive along there. So we're going to give that. I'm going to give that a go, even if this truck might be in the way. Fuck me. I'm going to give that. I'm going to risk it. Why not? But believe me, once you've seen a Tyler Piata video, you will happily go to that concert and listen to that boy band, okay? Believe me, 100%. You look at a Tyler the Creator, just look, you'll listen to about 5, maybe 10 seconds of that, and you will happily go to that concert. Fucking hell, you put this freaking trailer right there. Oh, I can get past. Get out of my way, freaking trailer. Whoever that truck driver is, man, needs to learn to drive. Now to see if I can cross the water. I've never driven along here before, actually. Down this way. So I wonder if I can go down that side, but we'll find out. Oh, I reckon I can make it through there. In this thing I can. I reckon in this thing I can make it. How deep's this? Oh, fucking shallow. What's the friggin' problem? Why do I even need to bother with the bloody fixing that bridge? What was that? Is that what you were worried about, Phil? That was freaking easy. I could drive through that with any vehicle. Okay, now we've gone that way, so we just go straight down here. Around there. Fucking easy peasy lemon fucking squeezy. It's good. I'm loving it at the moment. Japanese Grand Prix, because they're around the same time frame as Australia. So I actually got to watch the practice today and get to watch the qualifying tomorrow without having to stay up to fucking midnight for a change, which is great. You bloody Poms are probably complaining, oh, but we have to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Try and live with the shit that us Aussies have to put up with to watch these races, okay? So just get over it. We only get to see a race in the afternoon twice per fucking year. And I tell you one thing, bloody Max, as I said, I'm more of a Max fan. He's bounced back after the disappointment that was Singapore. Max is back, baby. Max is back. Desi won't like that. And being an Aussie, of course, Daniel Ricciardo, God, I hope his wrist injury should be okay soon. And Oscar Piastri, man, I reckon that guy is a world champion in the making. This is his first year and he's only just off Lando Norris's pace. And Lando Norris, how long has he been in Formula 1? Everyone loves Ricciardo. God, if you say you don't like Ricciardo, I will physically rob a bank fly there, get myself a shotgun, come to your door and blow your friggin' head off if you said that you hate bloody... No, everyone loves Ricardo. It's just... It's a rule, you know. Everyone has to love Ricardo. And Piastri, I think, is a world champion in the making. As I said, for his first year, he's doing so well. Even Lando Norris didn't have as good a first year. I'm sorry. Lando is someone who doesn't. Piastri is younger in his first year, and he's already showing better maturity than Lando. I know you guys, he's British and it's all great. He's okay, he's fun. I'm not a huge fan of him. I hope he does well, yeah, but I'm just not so sure about Lando. But Piastri is just, I think he's the deal. He's like Alain Prost, he's a thinker's racer. It's about time we get an Aussie up there. I really hope McLaren pick up their game and Piastri becomes the leader of the team, which I think he is. There's rumours that Norris might be going to another team, and that's when we'll really see if he's any good or not. These rumours of Lando Norris going to Red Bull, I think, honestly, at the moment, I don't think any driver should even contemplate going to Red Bull while Max is there. I don't mind. I think the only driver I think that would be able to take it up to Max is Ricardo. Now, that's why I disagree with some of the comments that was said recently. I don't know. I'm not sure if it was Toto Wolff or Hamilton. That's right, bloody Hamilton. Saying, like, you know, Max has never really had a competitive driver like he has, and I thought, Daniel Ricciardo's a bloody good driver, and he could beat Max. He could just see the writing on the wall that Max was going to become number one, and he tried something different. He tried to get away from Max to give him a chance. It didn't pay off, and I'm sure Daniel probably regrets leaving Red Bull. But now I think getting back into Red Bull will be good for Daniel Ricciardo, and the step towards that is AlphaTauri, and you know, and we all know that. I think Perez's time at Red Bull is questioned. I don't think they'll be renewing his contract at the end of next year. They might not even renew his contract for next year. Liam Lawson's doing so well. If I was Red Bull, I'd be chucking Ricciardo in with Max at Red Bull for next year, and then let this Liam Lawson in with Yuki and fuck Perez off. Honestly, Hamilton is at the end of my list. You know, I prefer any of the other drivers before Hamilton. You know, he was cool at one point, but I just don't like this prat that he is nowadays. Yeah, exactly, the prat. The prat, whatever you want to call him. Yeah. You sure you're British? I thought all you British think the sun shines out of his ass. No, I thought all you British think bloody the sun shines out of bloody Hamilton's ass, you know. So now to get medium logs. I'm trying to figure out where I get medium planks from. But we'll deliver these rolls first. You know my view on him too. Look, I respect him that he's done okay, but I just think honestly Hamilton would have to be the most overrated F1 driver in history, because really, that's why I laugh at him and Mercedes saying, "Oh, you know, Red Bull's dominance is it was all bad. You know, Max is only doing so good because he's got a not a good teammate and he's in the best car." And I'm thinking, well, really, is Hamilton really as good as they claim in the beat, or really did he get all those championships because of the car that he was in? He was in the superior car. Because that's what Max is in. Max is in the superior car. Where the hell do we get medium planks from? Do you know where we get medium planks from? Normally it'll tell you metal beam service parts. Okay. Medium planks. Wooden planks, but we need medium planks. And I think Hamilton, yeah, part of it, he's got some skill. You know, you have to be able to drive it. I'll give him that. But it's more the car that got him those championships. And Max, in a way, to me, is showing that he's a bit more than just because those Red Bulls are not an easy car to drive. That's why I think Ricardo would go well because Ricardo's driving style suits. Ricardo's driving style suits the Red Bull. It's as simple as that. That's why other people. Medium plank. There's no medium planks here either. Where the hell do they get medium planks from? You have to take planks somewhere to get them built. Is there a logging place? I don't know. Or maybe we have to do some other tasks like before. Remember this map, there was so many other tasks you had to do before you could do things, and maybe we need to do something. Log station. So maybe there must be another task we have to do before we can unlock. Oh, fucking hell. I don't want to do the harvester ones. Waste not. I'm not. Consumables times 2. Oh, I think I know where to get those. And bricks, okay. Oh, which task was that one? I think it's waste one. Down to the last screw. Hot potatoes. No, hot potato, hot potato. I think waste one, not. Let's have a look. Is it this one map? No. It's abandoned. We need to deliver them there. Consumables times 2. And we can get consumables from here. Oh, that truck sucks. I'm not going to use that truck. I think this has got a log attachment on it at the moment. Oh no, I'll drive this truck that I'm in now. We'll drive it down here. Yeah. Might dump the trailer though. Yeah, I could do the glitch. That's true. But let's just... I actually don't mind this map, to be honest. I think I might just do some of these other tasks for now, and we can come back to this one. So I think we're going to come along, get up there. So we'll go up along here, yeah, why not? That's for change. Bit of a drive. I actually enjoy driving this truck. If I didn't enjoy driving this truck, then I might do that glitch. At the moment, yeah, I'm in no hurry. Just trying to spare time until the next map comes out, which I still think is going to be about mid-October. And yeah, I could use one of the other trucks, but I thought, nah, let's just drive this. I'll probably just drive this to the next map, and that'll probably be it for the moment. I'm getting a bit tired, actually. Strange, I've done sweet fuck all today, but... it's been a cold and windy day today. Yesterday we had what was it? A day UPOMs would absolutely melt. Day. Yeah, and I mean it, UPOMs would have melted. You would have been bitching like a fracking thing. Yesterday was 37 degrees, but today it was only 20 with strong winds. So we've gone from a 37 degree day down to so that's why strong winds, because the wind I think was the main reason why it got so fucking cold. So I'm actually on the couch here with a blanket over the top of me because I'm fucking cold. But yesterday it was fucking 37 degrees, had the air conditioning going all afternoon. That sounds fucking cold. I love it with the limo work. We did a lot of Emirates work. I remember in the morning, and it's during the middle of summer, like it's 35 degrees, okay, and I pick up these British people from the airport, and the look on their faces when they walk out of the airport, because it's the first time they experience a typical Queensland summer day, and the look on their faces as the door opens from the terminal outside where we had to walk down to where the limos are parked, and the heat that hits him in the face. It's a point where I wish I could have I could have had my GoPro out and just record their reaction, because it's priceless. Their reaction when they get hit by 35 degrees, and they think it's morning. Oh, it can't be that hot, and it's morning. You know, it can't be that hot. Or some other flights, like when it's I think the best was I had to pick up off a flight, and I think they arrived about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? And this was on one of our hottest days for a while. And you know, you think 35, oh, that's hot, 35. Well, this day was 44. 44. And because I had to wait for them, we had to start the car up, leave it running with the air conditioning for about 5 minutes before we could get into the car. Because the car I was driving at this point was a black car. It wasn't mine, it was a Mercedes S-Class. And because it was so hot, it was in the sun, man, we could not get into the car. And the poor lady and her husband, it was just like instant sweat. Her makeup just almost, I think, just melted off her fucking face. And it was hilarious, man. Oh, just the look on their faces of pure shock and horror of how hot it was. And you think it's bad for them, you know, it can be 44 degrees, but you have to remember I'm a limousine driver. It doesn't matter what weather is, we have to wear a suit. Seriously, we have to wear a suit. On that day, mind you, when it's that hot, I refuse to wear I put the jacket in the boot. I will not wear the jacket when it's that fucking hot. I'm sorry, there's not enough money in this fucking world that would get me to do that. Now, some of the important people sometimes you might have to, and you know what? If someone could create a cool suit for limousine drivers, I'll be all forever in their debt. A cool suit for limo drivers, man. If you can invent that, a suit jacket with like a cooling in it to keep us cool, man, you would be a lifesaver. Because there are certain customers we have to wear the suit no matter what, even if it's 40 fucking degrees. I mean, doing weddings and stuff like that, you do, and like I say, it's 35-degree day and I'm doing a wedding, and I was driving my stretch limousine. Now my stretch limousine was 8.7 meters long. Okay, so from the time that I open the front door of the limo, that's air conditioned of course, and I walk around to the back, it's about 8.7 meters. So I've walked 8.7 meters from the driver's door to the back left of the stretch to open up the door for the bride or something like that. I'm sweating, it's like a river of sweat pouring down my face. Oh, so you have to, because you're security, so you have to wear black, that's right. Yeah, yeah, but mate, your temperature is nothing. Sorry, but the shit that the temperatures you guys go through, stop being a fucking wimp, man. Man up. Fucking, you think it's hot when it's 27 fucking degrees, add an extra 10 degrees, and then I might listen to you about it being fucking hot, okay? So... Mind you, I kind of prefer cold than the heat, because at least the cold you can warm, you can rug up, you can rug yourself up, and especially if you've got a partner, it's good to cuddle up to someone, you can get warmth that way. So when it's cold, it's when I miss being with someone. I hate being alone. Well, that's the problem. This house that I am in it's got a metal roof. It's got no insulation. So during winter, it's freezing. It can actually be colder inside the house than it is outside sometimes. I joke you not. And same goes for the summer, because it's got no insulation and it's got a metal roof. It heats up like a fucking oven. Half the fans in the house don't work properly. So I have to rely on your normal fans on no pedestal fans to keep airflow going around. And I've got a portable aircon. Actually, one thing that's actually helping, I did use that yesterday when I was that hot. I went for a drive. I've hooked up my portable air conditioning unit to. I've got these wireless power control unit things, like a Google Nest type thing. And so I've got it on the app on the phone. And as long as I leave the air conditioning on and just turn it off from the power point, when I turn the power back on again, it turns on. So what I did yesterday is I went for my drive, and when I was about 5-10 minutes away from getting home, I used the app on the phone and turned the air conditioning on. So when I got home, the house was starting to cool down. All sounds good until you get the electricity bills. And that's why I actually am not a believer in electric cars for mainstream, because it just won't work. Here in Australia, during the heat of summer and the coldest parts of winter, our governments are telling us to cut down on our electricity usage because the power grid is being overwhelmed. The power grid cannot cope with the electricity usage. Now, unless there is a major change to that power grid, how the fuck is the system going to cope? You tell me, how is the system going to cope with electric cars? How is a power grid that is struggling as it is going to cope if there's more electric cars in the road, especially if it's more mainstream electric cars? Solar helps, but solar panels don't last forever. They fade, they die. Wind, the famous, that even in, I think in one of the maps in this, you have to carry them. Wind generators. Wind generators, their blades have to be replaced every 10 years, and they can't recycle the blades, so they're dumping these blades in these huge bits of land. Also, to put these wind blades up, they need to clear land. And you know what? The best solution for our environment are these things. These simple things called trees. Trees are the best combat for CO2. Put more trees out to actually clean the environment better. A tree cleans the environment better than trying to make putting an electric car, planting one tree is better for the environment than putting an electric car on the fucking road. So don't get me wrong, I think there are aspects where electric car helps, just going to work and back, simple driving. But yeah, seriously, it's just one tree can clean the environment better than an electric car, buying an electric car. And it's just, but we're clearing up, we're taking away coal power stations and we're putting up these wind chimes. Now what happens with a wind chime if there's no wind? What happens with solar if there's no sun? They don't work so well, do they? Water generators for hybrid, where they use the water. Well, if there's a drought and that water resides, the water doesn't work well. And we want to make it harder. We want to make it harder to produce the electricity. Yet we want more electric cars out there. Well, electric cars are useless. Useless here in Australia. Like, for instance, in just one day driving limousines, I can do over 1,000 kilometres in one day. It's not every day, but you know, on average, I would say it's a minimum of 500 to 600 kilometres, and sometimes 1,000 kilometres. Now, the best car that one can get that they claim has got the best mileage is a BMW i7 electric vehicle, and they claim it can get around 600 kilometres. Now, in real world, let's take 100 kilometres off that. Let's say 500 kilometres. Work that, and you can't just go to a petrol station and fill it up. You have to take it to and find a working charging station. That's the other thing. Half them, a lot of these charging stations don't work. Well, they charge even slow. You might have to take an hour to charge your car up. And the other thing is, you don't charge the car full. You, at these charging bays, you will only get 75% charge, because the last 25% has to trickle charge. You can't charge. It's dangerous to charge a battery to its capacity at full charge. Hydrogen is definitely an option that will help, but there's another alternative, and it would actually mean things like these vehicles can continue to be used. Things like Porsches, you know, Ferraris. Alternative fuel is the best option. Once we can create cheaper to produce alternative fuels that lessen the impact on the environment, is the best option. Trying to biofuel, stuff like that, yeah. This whole, oh, you know, we want to be carbon neutral, we want to have zero emission. You're never going to have zero emission, I'm sorry. Cut down the emission, yes. I think that's a great thing to cut down the emissions. So hybrid cars, I think, are brilliant ideas. Hybrid, I'm a fan of hybrid. But fully electric, nah, not for mainstream. We have trucks that travel from Brisbane down to Melbourne now. That's 1,900 kilometres. 1,900. You tell me and they can do about 1,000 kilometres in a day. And the trucks, imagine how much power a truck. They're saying the big trucks that we use here in Australia, the big long semis, the whole rear trailer would have to be a battery for the truck to get to its destination. Well, that's useless, because then you've got no cargo, because the whole truck's used up by a fucking battery. Sheemy, you know, good old Sheemy, went around California, which they say is one of the leading states and cities in the world for electric vehicles. Half all the charging stations, not all, but they were all mostly located in off the way areas, usually in the back car park of a shopping centre, and most of them weren't working. He said if he found one that was working, they were slow, or they weren't working, or they were full, or they were vandalised. It's America, you know, everything gets vandalised in America. The infrastructure in the city that they say is got the best infrastructure in the world for electric vehicles is an absolute joke. One of the limo drivers has a Tesla, and man, I wouldn't wish a Tesla on my worst enemy. He said sit in the passenger seat. Okay, so I sat in the passenger seat of his Tesla. Okay, he goes, see the window, the mirror, the window there. Okay, where the window is closed in the car. The window is closed. He goes, push your fingers into the edge of the window, as if it's... Push your fingers to the edge of the window, as if the window's partly open, and push your fingers. Like I'm trying to push them. My fingers push the window out of the door, the window. I pushed my finger up, and it went out because it's so flimsy that my fingers went out of the fucking car. They are so poorly built. It was shocking how bad it is. But anyway, I'm going to toodaloo for now. But yeah, that's how bad the Teslas are. They are some of the worst built vehicles on Earth. And he showed me the gaps, all these other little things. The cars spent half the time back at Tesla getting fixed. The cars are a piece of shit. I would not buy a Tesla for my first ex-wife, who I fucking hate. So there's no fucking way I would recommend a Tesla to anyone. Okay, mate. Catch you soon. You know, actually, quickly before I go, there is certain vehicles which I think electricity will work really well for, and one of those is Rolls-Royce. Electric Rolls-Royce makes a lot of sense. With that, catch you later.